Hello, are you here for the mess? I see a few people saying they're here for the mess. I'm here for the mess too. Hello. What's up, everybody? Wake your asses up. If you in a building, make some motherfucking noise in this bitch. Let's go. Wake y'all ass up. Wake y'all ass up. It's a Monday, bitch. I feel like Mondays are perfect for live streams, but I always say that and then end up doing it on whichever day I feel like it. But Mondays are just like, trying to get that shit, get the Monday blues out your system. Wake your ass up. Okay, so we have a lot of shit to talk about. And I think I'm going to start. Hey, what's up? What's up, cuties? Hey, give me y'all. What's up, Octavia? What's up, Victoria? What's up, Dana? What's up, Jordan? What's up, JR? What's up, everybody? Ben, what's up? Miss Melanin Rose, what's up? It's time we had a little chat. Okay. So first, I want to start with, let's just start with Loki, and then we're going to get to Brian Kemp immediately after. And the reason why I'm sighing is because I'm thinking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Are you up? Wake up. What's up? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I want to talk about Loki, but it won't be for too long. Damn it, what's up? Thank you so much. So sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all already know I gotta put these damn links everywhere, child. Hold on. But I do want to start. I should have said Marvel Studios, I guess. Hold on. Who want to go? Sorry, y'all. Y'all like, nigga, get your shit together. Okay. Let's just talk about it. Ambria, thank you. Hey, so happy I made the live. Love you, Adrian. Thank you. That's so sweet, Ambria. Okay. Cishet and a cishet soldier is not giving for me. It's not giving. I did love what's her face, Miss Blonde Girl. She came in there with the guns blazing and dragged the shot them girls, and she did it by herself. Like, that was cute. And Miss Ayo at the end, But honestly, it's not giving me what WandaVision gave me, bitch. Well, I was counting down the days till fucking Friday when it came to WandaVision. I was like, but the thing is that it's not even may not be my target. They're not targeting me when it comes to this audience. They definitely are not. It's giving cishet and the cishet soldier. Who was on Twitter? So y'all, you know exactly who you are. Who was on my Twitter who said, because I was like, oh, it's mask for mask and mask for mask soldier and the blackie sidekick. And then someone came under that and said, it's mask for mask soldier and it's black okay sidekick. When I tell you I can't, because that's exactly how it feels. That's exactly how it feels. It's too cishet, it's too male, it's too bitch, give me some badass woman, twirling around with some magic, which is, of course, I'm gay. Like, I'm gonna give my life for that shit. Like, so like I'm so annoyed. But I think with this new trailer for Loki for me, Loki's more campy. He's more like fun, and he's like, oh yeah, bitch. Like, I could totally see him being like somebody sickening verse bottom. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could totally see Loki. He's just more energetic. Like, he's just. No, I mean, don't feel guilty for liking it. If you like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you like it. It's just, it is what it is. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. It's just, I think Loki's going to be a lot of fun. But I did add them and I was like, okay, do not depower. Loki is still a good regular ass shit. Like, he needs to be able to, but I am kind of excited because I did see him like spew some magical energy at somebody in the trailer. So that's exciting. And then at the end of the trailer, he's basically like, bitch, do you really think you can get me? Like, I'm 10 steps ahead of you hoes. Like, so I like that. I like that they're doing that because I was like, bitch, if he's a god, I need to see the fact that he is a god. I need to, if he's this god of mischief, I need to see it. So I don't know. It looks cool. But Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Some of the writing, I'm just like, I want y'all to do better. Especially, oh my God, the episode before this one, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make it all about Marvel, but the episode before this one, when Sam found out that there was a whole ass black person, a whole ass black super soldier, and then he was just, it was, the writing was just weird. He came out from visiting him, and because that nigga told him to get the fuck out. He came out from visiting him talking about, oh my God, you mean to tell me that there's been a black super soldier this whole time? He said a black one? The police came and started profiling his ass. It was just like, it's just weird writing. But and it's just straight men. I don't want to see y'all ass on no dates. I like how homoerotic Falcon Winter Soldier. Okay, yeah. But for me, it's a kind of homoerotic that went on in the locker room. I just was just like, when I was in middle school, I was just like, oh my God, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out. Like, I was just like, oh my God, it's just, oh, that's why I never get that. It's just, I don't want to be, oh my God, I remember like when I would have to go to gym class or whatever the fuck, in school, and I'm so glad they took my ass out that shit in high school. They were just like, girl, you take your ass in the gifted program. Well, I guess they did that shit in middle school as well, but in high school, I had to worry about that shit. I was just like, oh my God, I hate it going, oh my God, I wanted to die every time I had to go change my clothes. And then I was like, I hate being here. I hate being here. And y'all smell like shit. Oh my God, oh my God, y'all don't like to shout. Oh my God, I just okay. But yeah, I guess my last word about Marvel is that unfortunately, like I tweeted, unfortunately, Asian Widow looks really good. Trans Widow looks good. The movie or whatever the fuck they about to release, that shit looks, I'm so sad about it. I'm so mad. I want to hate it so much, but Asian Widow look good, bitch. The movie looked like, the trailer looked goddamn good. I want to be mad. I want to be mad about it, bitch. Oh, Asian Widow look good. Trans Widow looks good, bitch. Y'all already know I like a bunch of explosions and shit. It's just Tree Widow. Yes, Christopher. Christopher said Tree Widow. Yes, Tree Widow looks good. I ain't gonna lie. The movie looks good, bitch. It's like a masterpiece with a smudge on it, but I'm just gonna... Okay. I'm sorry. Ooh, bitch. I saw someone say Aries, and let me tell you this sometime. All I'm going to say is that my birthday is coming up. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's talk about some governors, shall we? Let's move on to some governors. I think I gave Marvel enough. First of all, there's some good news. Arkansas Governor Hutchinson actually vetoed the ban on trans youth accessing gender-affirming healthcare. Remember, they had put forth this whole, and it was going to be disastrous. And honestly, I reported it like it was already done, I think. But that's because I looked at the governor. I was like, bitch, this bitch is a Republican. They're gonna, but apparently it's vetoed. But the Republican legislature, like the group of lawmakers, the Republican lawmakers over there, they can still override the veto because it takes a simple majority. So I mean, it's good that the governor vetoed it, but them hoes can still push that shit through. They can still override that shit. So that's what's happened over there. Fuck it up, it's your birthday, bitch. Yes, Kevin. But the governor I actually want to talk about today is Brian Kemp. Now, a lot of you know I already live. Y'all already know I live in Georgia, so there have been a lot of waves being made in the media about this new Georgia law, voting law. Now, just really, really shallow, really quick bullet points. The new Georgia voter law shrinks early and absentee the voting window for early and absentee voters. It limits ballot drop boxes. It gives more control of local elections to state lawmakers. And one of the most important things is that it makes it a misdemeanor to give food and water to voters. I remember when we were having this whole discussion about like President Trump and Biden and all this, the election and all this shit. And I remember I remember saying, and I still believe it, that I cannot be mad at people who are non-voters when we have a system that does this kind of shit to them. Like you know what I mean? How am I gonna look at somebody's face and be like, "Oh, bitch, you need to take your ass down there," when the system, this shit don't even invest in them? And I understand people will disagree because it's like you need to vote because the issues still affect you, but it's just the system completely fucks them over, completely fucks people over. Like, what do you mean it's a misdemeanor to give people food and fucking water in the goddamn voting line? Like, what are you talking about? And I watched this news clip that broke it down. It was a whole bunch of interviews with Republicans in government, basically essentially saying that, bitch, if we give these hoes the right to vote, we ain't gonna be elected. They said they'll say it in politician-y ways, like, oh, it's politics is a zero-sum game, or it's better for us to, if we push this measure through, it's just better for the Republican Party. Why is it better? Bitch, if your ideas ain't shit, people gonna vote for them, ho. But if they're shit, then you have to worry about suppressing the goddamn vote. It doesn't make any sense. If y'all are bad, then be bad, sis. If you a bad bitch, then be a bad bitch. That's the motto, bitch. If you're a bad bitch, then be a bad bitch. If you think that you're the way that you want to govern resonates with a bunch of people, you wouldn't have to sit your ass down here and suppress the goddamn vote. You would not have to do that. You would just present your ideas and people will vote for them. But if they're shitty ideas, the people are not going to fucking vote for them. And that's exactly what's happening. And the simple fact is that if they were, like I said, if they were confident in what they're presenting to their people, they wouldn't be worried about suppressing the vote. But also, if they actually gave a fuck about the people, they wouldn't be suppressing the vote. Like, it's just, so it's really some bullshit going on here in Georgia. And every day I'm reminded that, bitch, all of Georgia ain't Atlanta. And it's not even like ATL is this, I don't know. The ATL has its issues as well, especially when it comes to housing. Bitch. I'm telling you, I live in a very reasonable part of Atlanta. I've seen people move to Atlanta and they, I guess they wanted to live the high life, bitch. I know my tax bracket. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's just actually insane, the housing situation, as well as we already seen the whole thing with the police and shit in Atlanta. But I am reminded every day when this kind of shit comes up that all of Georgia is not Atlanta, and it's absolutely insane. So that's just the basis. That's the basis of what's going on. So now, because of this law, this is preposterous. I think one of the things that really grabbed people's attention was the fact that they tried to make it a misdemeanor. They're making a misdemeanor to give people who are in these long ass lines. And we already know they suppressed the vote. They remember when they had on them holes, them voting machines wrapped the fuck up in warehouses, like people wasn't trying to fuck a vote. Remember that shit? So of course you have long ass lines. When you have long ass lines, you have bitches want to go to the bathroom. You have bitches thirsty as fuck. You have bitches want to eat. So then how do you get people not to fucking vote? You make it a misdemeanor, and they're waiting in that long ass line. The bitches can't get no food or goddamn water. So I think that part of it is what really caught a lot of people's attention. It caught corporations' attention and shit. So I don't know, girl. I don't know what the long game is with these hoes, these corporations, because it's just. But I mean, and I'm sure it's really good for PR, depending on what type of audience you're trying to reach. But yeah, some of these corporations said, "Girl, we are pulling out of Georgia. We are pulling out of this. What's up? We are pulling out of Georgia. Fuck this shit. We are pulling out. Like this law is ridiculous." And one of the corporations that did, I think there are a whole bunch of corporations that made a statement, but I know the one that really pissed Brian Kemp and the rest of these hoes off is Major League Baseball. Apparently there was going to be playoffs, and y'all already know. Yeah, I don't know shit about this shit. So if it's a playoff or whatever the fuck, y'all already know. Sports is. I literally, if there's sports on, I'll watch it for 2 seconds to see some of the fine ass men, and then I will switch it off. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the playoffs were apparently supposed to be in Atlanta, and the Major League Baseball said, "Girl, we are pulling that shit out because we're pulling out of this shit. We're taking it elsewhere because of the law that y'all have going on there." Now, what that does, obviously, is puts pressure on, because I saw an interview with Miss Lance Bottoms and she was trying to walk the line, which is why I could never, ever, ever be a politician. I can't walk no line, because even if I say some bullshit, you're gonna see it on my face. Like, girl, I think that shit is stupid. But you know what I mean? She was trying to walk the line. She was trying to say, yeah, I'm glad that the companies stand up for some shit, but at the same time, it's going to basically take paychecks out of people who are, or take paychecks away from people who are expecting this shit. So obviously the goal is to fuck the economy up a little bit. But when it comes to Miss Brian Kemp, Brian Kemp got up on there and said the usual Republican talking points, bitch. Baseball players got that ass. You better believe it. And them pants look nice. I mean, I'm sorry, but it had to be said. Baseball players got that ass, and I'll be, you know what I mean? You pull out of Georgia, let me not. This is why YouTube paid my ass. You pull out the Georgia peach. Okay. So yes, Brian Kemp, he went up there, he started repeating all these talking points, bitch. Republicans, we're being silenced. No, we're being silenced. I'm being silenced. Cancel culture. And as soon you don't have to say anything else. As soon as Republicans hear cancel culture, we're being silenced. Oh, bitch, it's just like they get riled up. It's like somebody. It's like they had the Coliseum in Rome, bitch. They are going to get riled up. Brian knew exactly what the fuck to say. He knew exactly what to say. My thing is that it's always hilarious to watch these people with like unbridled power. Like, I'm talking about power, and old power too, bitch. Old power. They hold on to that shit. He suppressed the vote. Remember that Stacey Abrams shit? He suppressed the. It's so hilarious to watch these people with power. You are in control of all the mechanisms, like I said on Twitter, all the mechanisms of the state. You're in control of all that shit. You are talking to national media about how you're being silenced. You're a whole governor with power talking about you're being silenced. You and the rest of the crooks around you are using the power that they have to literally strip people of their voting rights. What the fuck are you talking about silenced? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You're being silenced or you're being canceled? What are you? You're not. You are a king on a throne. What are you talking about? They love to hallucinate this oppression. I don't understand. You are sitting up here as the governor speaking to national media about how you're being silenced. Silenced where, ho? If you're being silenced, we would have a better day. I would have a better day scrolling through social media and not seeing your annoying ass face if you were actually being silenced, but you're not. You're not being silenced. you're actually being empowered to get away with all this bullshit. Like y'all gotten away with so much shit. How the fuck are y'all talking about being silenced? I don't get it. A bitch with that much coin ain't never gonna be silent. Unfortunately. A bitch with that much money could never shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Could never shut the fuck up. Even when we don't want to hear they dumbass, bitch, they gonna pay somebody to make sure we can fucking hear what the fuck they got to say, bitch. What the fuck you talking about, son? Anybody with that much coin ain't gonna be silent. You thought this was a video? Oh shit. When you've never been told no consequences feel like oppression. That's it. That's it. That's it. Octavia said Adrian will make a video tomorrow and his hair will be teal or some shit. Shape shifting ass. It's true. No, it's true. Okay. Let's get to some fun shit. The only reason Boosie is in my title is because I guess he was on social media talking about, oh, somebody came up to me saying that I look like Flavor Flav, and he was mad as fuck about it. I was like, man, why are you mad at us because you look like Flavor Flav? What you want me to say? Like, you look like Flavor Flav. Like, you look like, bitch, if you look at them hoes fast, bitch, I'm telling you, girl, come on. You know, Lil Bussy. You already know. That's what I call him. Bitch, if you look at them hoes like this, bitch, okay, so imagine the screen is a picture of Boosie. And then I look at it and you change it and it's a picture of Flavor Flav. Bitch, I'm gonna be like, bitch, that was the same nigga. That was the same nigga. If you put a big ass grandfather clock around your neck, bitch, I'm gonna think. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. I was just like so surprised that he was surprised that people thought that shit. I was like, man, like, nigga, you look like Flavor Flav. Like, bitch, y'all are cackling because it's true. He look like Flavor Flav. Antoine is acting up. Hell yeah, you put a grandfather clock, bitch. Girl, you remember that clock from, oh my God, bitch. What was that show with the woman who spun her leg around? Oh my God, it was a TV show. It was like young kids watch it. And it was a woman who laid on the floor and she like put her legs around to make it look like a clock, bitch. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. The big comfy couch, bitch. the big comfy couch, bitch. If you put a big comfy couch clock around that whole neck, bitch, we gonna think people like stop hearing me. Big comfy couch. Big comfy couch clock tees, Henny. I can't stand y'all, bitch. I hate y'all so. Okay. Damn. Today was funny, bitch. Today is funny, bitch. I am crying, bitch. Like, okay. So yeah, so Boosie said, like, y'all hoes need to stop calling him Flavor Flav and blah, 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 blah. But sometimes, you know what? I don't play cards, but bitch, like, I know that when you are handed cards, you just have to deal with the ones that you've been dealt. So it says, like I always say, it's fun. You just got to look at yourself and just see what other people see, bitch. Like I always say, bitch, I give Avatar the Last Airbender with this nose. Like it just, and it's beautiful, bitch. And I can smell bullshit from 5 miles away, like fucking Lady Olenna, bitch. Like, just be honest with what you have, girl. It's okay to give, traffic sign ass nose, and it is what it is. Okay. I wanted to talk about this conversation that was going on online about conscious female rappers. And I had already tweeted a bunch about it. So since we've had a rise in a whole lot of like cool ass female rappers, like it's been a lot of niggas that are mad about it. And I said, and it's especially towards, a lot of times it's towards like the women who are overtly sexual in their raps and in their visuals. And you know me, I love that shit. I eat that shit up, bitch. Shake some ass while telling a nigga that he ain't shit. Like, bitch, shake your ass on the pole, bitch, and tell that nigga to drop some fucking money or he can leave. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of energy that I love. I live for it. But a lot of these niggas are mad as hell that women like that have found success in a genre, I guess, that those kinds of men feel like they should be controlled in that genre. They should not be the ones wielding so much power. They're the ones who need to be talked about and controlled and dominated. And they just do not like the fact that you have Megan Thee Stallion over here shaking her ass, in school, being smart as fuck, rapping, actually good rapper, someone who writes her shit and freestyles her shit. They cannot stand that shit. And then so what they do now is come up here on Twitter and everything. Every time they see a successful female rapper who does shit like that, as they come here talking about, where's the J. Cole versions of where's the female version of J. Cole's? Where's the female versions of these conscious rappers? Like, where's the female versions of them? Like, they're the real ones, ma'am. First of all, whether she's conscious or not, she's still cashing that check. She's still, whether she rap about, real issues or whether she rap about the same kinds of shit that you niggas rap about all the time, she's still cashing that check. And then what frustrates me is the fake support of the female conscious rappers. Because y'all never talk about them. Y'all never promote them. There's so many of them out there that I don't even know about. You never promote these female, because there are out there. I don't know. Like, for you niggas to come on here and act like they're not conscious female rappers means that you don't actually listen to conscious. You know what I mean? You don't actually listen to shit, because there's shit out there. Oh, see, they say No Name and Rhapsody and all that shit. Yeah, there's conscious female rap out there, but you bitches don't. Stop acting like you. Oh, I'm just looking for a conscious female rap, and I've never found it. You ain't look for it, which tells me that you you don't give a fuck about that shit. That's what that tells me, that you're not actually interested in that shit, Chica. Exactly. You're not actually interested in that shit. You're just using them again. They're being used again. You're just using them as a way to discredit other female rappers. And at the same time, you won't even promote them. You won't even say, hey, go listen to these rappers. You won't, because you don't know them. You don't know their music. You don't listen to their music. You know what I mean? Like, Desiree said, why is it okay for a man to talk about beating a cat up, but a woman can't talk about said cat? The double standard is insane. It is insane, Desiree, and thank you. It is crazy. And it's like women have to go through so much shit. It's like they expect women to not be interested in sex, to not talk about sex. Desiree, sorry for the weird spelling. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's so sweet. They expect them not to talk about sex, to say anything about sex, to just be these extra. But at the same time, you got to be a sex machine behind closed doors. You can't have experience fucking other people. But when I fuck with you, you got to know how to be a sex bot from fucking Venus. You know what I mean? Like it's just the shit don't be making no sense. It don't be making no sense. So I want these niggas to get that shit together. I remember JR wanted me to talk about oh yeah, child. And speaking of female rappers, there was one tweet by Carisha because she was flirting with Megan Thee Stallion and shit. Megan always flirt with girls, but Carisha was flirting with them, and I saw a couple flirting back with her. Thanks, Diana. So sweet. Oh, and I saw a couple of tweets saying, wasn't Carisha the one talking about she would I don't know when they talking about beating the shit out of their gay son or some shit like that. There are so many amazing women rappers that rap about everything. Just be honest with the misogyny of it all. Just admit the jealousy. Exactly. But yeah, and I think it's also what I was talking about, Carisha. I think it also started this conversation of like these motherfuckers being fake gay, and then at the same time, it was saying homophobic shit sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just it's really weird. It also reminds me of I'm gonna say it is very disappointing to have certain, you know, just be certain female rappers like that talking all this cash money shit and like fuck these niggas and shit like that, and then they get on here and reproduce misogyny. Like it's like disappointing. It's frustrating because it's like, damn, now your music don't sound as good as it used to, bitch. But yeah, it was, yeah, I don't, that fake gay shit is so weird. I don't like when anyone does it. Especially if they said homophobic shit in the past. It's like, please stop, please stop, please stop. Oh my God. And there was another conversation. I don't even know if we can, so let me see. So there was this other conversation going on online about poor kids, not poor kids, poor people having children. And there was two like sides that were beating each other up, bitch. There was one side that was just like, y'all need to, poor people don't need to be having kids, blah, 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 blah. And there was the other side, and they said, bitch, the way that y'all talking, that shit sounds like eugenics. And it's just like, so how I look at the situation is, of course, when having children, you have to assume a level of responsibility, of course. But I think the point that people are missing in this conversation is that, first of all, we have to remember that poverty is literally a policy decision. There's more than enough shit to go around for people. That's the first thing. So I think the conversation has to be focused on like, why the fuck does poverty exist in the first place? We already know that, you know, in certain communities that are not like high income, when it comes to sex education and contraceptives and all this, like it's not good quality. It's just not good. A lot of people are ignorant to a lot of things. So I think the conversation, especially with the people who are just like, bitch, if you poor, don't have no kids. I just don't think that they are taking into perspective the full picture of, you know, like, I think they were the people who were saying that. I think they were thinking that people were saying just abandon all responsibility and don't think about the future of your kids and shit like that. But that's not. I think people were talking about the overall system and the fact that yes, that was used as an excuse to be like, well, bitch, you're poor, you shouldn't be having no kids, whatever. Instead of like solving the issue of poverty, you know, instead of giving sex education, like quality sex education, quality contraceptives, and quality healthcare, quality, you know what I mean? I just think that people, what they say, Mr. Some trees for the forest, some fucking saying like that. You know what I mean? Like they're not widening their perspective and looking at like the system that keeps people in poverty. And so, yeah, it can be used as an excuse for underemployment, under education, under development in poor areas reproduce these issues. Exactly. Even if you have contraception, you're going to still have to have family planning. And what about marriage in low income area? And I'm still okay. Define poor because I make a lot of money per year before taxes, and I'm still poor according to the standards. Well, I just think that poor, like living in poverty is like, and I'm not even going, it's not like I'm acting like I've lived in poverty or, I'm not acting like that, but I've done enough research to know, I mean, the types of cycles, financial cycles, loan cycles that they will keep your ass in, especially there's only certain things that you have access to when you are in poverty-stricken areas, from food to like, you know what I mean? They'll put like 10,000 goddamn liquor stores and all this type of shit around in these areas and not actually invest in like things like groceries, just simple shit like grocery stores and shit like that. It's things that people need access to every day, and the cycle of poverty is a cycle of like you can't get a leg up. You just, no matter what you do, and I just think that if people, if especially the fucking government, and I know I joke about it a lot, but I think it's absolutely insane. I think it's criminal that we pay the government and there's whole communities going without like that. It's and the reason I say this is because every time when I was in history class, every time some fucked up shit would happen in a particular country and the people kept paying taxes, I'm like, why the fuck did they do that shit? Why the fuck they keep paying the taxes if the government stuff is fucking them over? But now that I've grown into an adult, I understand I understand the power of government, But yeah, when I was young, I was like learning in history class. I'm like, why the fuck their government is killing them? They still fueling the government. Desiree said people don't realize the system was designed to keep people in poverty. They do. It is. They ain't ready to actually look into where the word ghetto came from. The system forced Black people into neighborhoods they call the ghettos. Exactly. But see, acknowledging that a system was designed to keep certain people down, and you feel like you're, I work hard for what I got. And yes, you do. People work hard for what they got. People work hard for the jobs they got. People work hard for the money that they got. Some people really do. But I think it's those people who find it very difficult to come to terms with the fact that, yes, there is a system designed to keep people in poverty, because you can't have a bunch of rich motherfuckers running around here if there's no one being exploited. You just can't. Everybody can't. If everybody cannot be on the top, if the top needs something to stand on. And so I think people have trouble dealing with the fact that, yes, you did work hard for what you have, but in certain cases, you were fortunate enough to have access to certain things that other people simply do not have access to, and they will not if real investment does not happen in these communities. Like, and so people think that it's like a strike against their merit, or you know what I mean? And it's just like, girl, we ain't talking about that shit. We ain't talking about how, qualified you are and how hard you worked or didn't work. It's just a basic fact of living in this goddamn society, is that there's certain people who the system for the system to work, it depends on them being exploited. Like, it just simply does. The panel said it's all about resource allocation. The haves cannot tell the have-nots what to do, especially when policy and corruption create structural inequality. We don't even have an accurate poverty line calculation. And I don't know what a human is going to do with billions upon billions of dollars. Like one human being, I don't understand it. And like the more you research, like the more you see, like, I remember reading for the first time, there are more empty houses. There are more empty houses than people who are experiencing homelessness. I was like, you know what I mean? And I remember watching this documentary. I forget which country it was in. I don't know if it was this one. But I remember watching a documentary about squatters, and they were there interviewing this white boy. He was like, fuck them. He was like, fuck them. They ain't even here half the time. Bitch, I'm going in their fucking big ass house. They don't even know this shit is like, and he was like, I'm bringing in other members of the community, and we're living our fucking lives. It's just, that is a hard ass life to live, especially you got people chasing them in and out of buildings and shit. But it's just a simple fact that there's so much on this planet. There's so many resources, and like poverty is a policy thing. It is. Hey, what's up? What's up, booze? So yeah, I mean, I think, wow, I did not expect to be such. Some sort of rights give them more leverage than homeowners. I don't know a whole lot about squatters or anything like that. I'm not like, I just remember seeing, remember watching a documentary on a movie. I really wish I remember the specifics. I remember watching a documentary on like, it was like a movement kind of thing going on. And people who try to utilize unused spaces are punished. Yes, it's so crazy, especially when these people have like 10,000 motherfucking spaces. Bitch, you ain't, like, you can't teleport, bitch. You can't clone yourself. Like, you cannot be in all these spaces at once. Like, bitch, I remember reading about how many big ass yachts Betsy DeVos ass has. And when you have these conversations, a lot of people think that you're just pressed, you're mad just because you ain't as fucking, successful as this person that you're talking about. But that shit never usually just comes with, oh, bitch, I worked for what I got. A lot of times it never comes with that shit. A lot of times it comes like with Betsy fucking Devil's ass. Yeah, you have all these fucking yachts and houses and shit, but not only do you have that shit, but you are actively working against students. You are actively working against people who don't have 1/1000th of what you fucking have. Actively working to keep them fucked. Like, fuck you. Like, fuck you, fuck your fucking yachts, fuck your mansions, fuck you. Like, for real, fuck you. Especially when Betsy, and y'all already know I always took the chance to drag the shit out of her ass. And it was funny, but at the same time, Betsy was a target because education, a lot of times, first of all, y'all branded college and education as this surefire way to get into, get coin and get certain careers and jobs and shit. And a lot of time, and now because of this economy, it's proving that it's not a surefire fucking way. That's the first thing. But the reason why I targeted Betsy is because people use education, whether it works all the time or not. People use education as a stepping stone, as a ladder to get the life that they, just a basically decent human, life. And this bitch come out here trying to fuck the students over, trying to fuck the students. That's why I dragged her every chance I get. Like, bitch, you are sitting on 10,000 different yachts, and you're making one of the only pathways available for certain people much more difficult than it has to be. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You are the highlight of my day. You keep me up to date on all current events I'll be missing. All of your content. Keep it up. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Betsy DeVos made millions as education secretary. Her brother Eric Prince was working hard to privatize security in the Middle East, pulling out the troops. This is why I feel like we will never be free. Billionaires are profiting off of exploitation of entire communities of people. They are completely, and they have the money to put out the propaganda machines, like the meritocracy. They have the money to do that. They have the money to do that, to literally shape, to brainwash people, and but I don't think we won't ever be free. I don't know if it will happen in my lifetime or anything like that. I don't think it will. But I just don't see it. I don't see this shit lasting forever. It's just if we were in the wild as human beings, just like in the wild, right? And this bitch is sitting here with, I don't care how the fuck she got it. I don't care how the fuck he got that shit. He's sitting over here with mounds. I'm talking about he's sitting on top of a whole fucking pile of food, bitch. I'm talking about as big as a house. And we are in the wild. We wild human beings, bitch. And this bitch just sit on that shit. And he don't give a fuck about the fact that niggas are starving around him. And he has more food than 10,000 lifetimes he can feed himself, bitch. But and the shit is rotting underneath him. Do you think that humans are just gonna sit here and starve forever? You know what I mean? Like, I think that if this is just my prediction, this is just me talking. I just don't think that if you keep extracting and you keep extracting and you keep extracting from the community and keep extracting, no matter how many generations it takes, like you just keep extracting, it's gonna be what, 5 of y'all against 500,000? This just proportions, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that if you keep extracting from people that they're just gonna, oh, okay, the brainwashing propaganda has to be really strong for you. But it's wearing off. And then this coronavirus thing, I think that it opened people's eyes, certain people's eyes. You know what I mean? I think for the first time, people have been able to look at themselves outside of going somewhere every day to work. You know what I mean? Even if they did have to work from home, of course, but I think it may have shifted people's like, wait a minute, you know? And so I just don't think that it's going to last forever. I think that the process is not going to be fun. I think it's going to involve a lot of death, a lot of fighting, and a lot of violence. And that's why I hate this bullshit that these, oh my God, when they go low, we go high, and oh, let's kiss their ass together, bitch. As time progresses, you're going to start to see these bitches don't give a fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck about you. So yeah, these bitches talking about, oh yeah, love and peace and harmony. Yeah, we going to have that after we throw some hands. After we beat some ass. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. And like I said, it's not gonna be fun. I don't think it's gonna be fun. I'm convinced that once the elite go to space, things will improve down here. So let me tell you something. I think as much as I love space, and I will literally, I remember there was I accidentally put a space video, oh shit, in one of my, I remember I accidentally put a space video in one of my playlists on here, but when we talk about space, we had it's gold rush, and I'm not kidding. On the moon, I forget, I don't know if it's helium-3 or something. On the moon, there is a specific resource that is abundant, obviously on the moon, but not here on Earth, and it powers everything. Trade calling. No, that was an alarm, child. It powers a lot of things on Earth, but I think it's helium-3. Either way, once these companies, if you just search moon, what should you search on Google? Here comes Betsy DeVos. If you search if you search, what should you search? Moon. What's another word for? I forget. Oh my god, it's not fucking harvest. It's another word for harvest. But there's a whole lot of shit up there that these companies, if you just search that shit, they're working hard to get to the fucking, obviously Mars, but the moon has a lot of research. They can take that shit, and once the first bitch to do that shit, I'm telling you right now, they will have a monopoly on this whole, like and so with money comes power, with power comes like whatever the fuck the bitch want to do with it, and usually that means oppression. So space is a rich person's fucking playground, and it makes me excited, but it also makes me nervous at the same time. Mining, extraction, mining, yes, mining. Yes. Mining on the moon. Mining, I think it's helium-3 on the moon. I mean, like I said, the first bitch to go do that shit and to produce a market is going to have a monopoly on this. So, and you talking about like space where laws are already, non-existent. It's gonna be cool to watch, but it's gonna be fucked up. Like it's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up. Yeah, we got the Elons and the Elons and the Bezos and the Gates and shit. It's like it is a rich person's playground. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, that's why I think it's now that I have a deeper understanding of like human nature. I used to love space as a kid. I still do, but now I think it's gonna be more like The Expanse. Like you're gonna have the TV show. You gonna have certain like worlds or certain factions, divisions of the solar system fighting against each other for fucking resources, and it's just gonna be like the thing that we think is gonna offer us salvation, space and shit, is actually just gonna be more of the same bullshit. That's what I think. But I do want to go there once before I die. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I do want to at least see planet Earth. that is like wishful thinking. But the one that's more realistic is the skydiving one. I think I want to do that. Elysium. The moon has no atmosphere, so I don't know why they're trying to. The moon is just closer, and the moon also would serve as like just jump off to Mars and shit, like a base, research, fuel, all that shit. But yeah, they trying to go. That Mars shit is really exciting. I don't know if you know this. Sorry, I'm nerding out, but they went to Mars, obviously on the Perseverance. The rover there, but the rover actually plans. They plan to send samples back from Mars to Earth so they can search for fossilized microbes. And I think depending on where they go, they might really do it. I think they'll do it. They should go to like lake beds and shit. They already know they're the fucking scientists. But I'm really excited for that. But I have to wait 2 years because like Earth and Mars are only like every 2 years they come really close to each other. But the journey is still 7 months. It's crazy. But yeah, sorry. Nerding out. Where are the flying cars? Let me tell you something about flying cars. If we can end it on this, because I used to want flying cars. I used to want it so bad. But bitch, after driving in Atlanta, these bitches don't need that shit. After driving in Atlanta, keep them fucking flying ass cars, bitch. These holes. Oh my God. I can't even imagine the disaster. These bitches don't even know how to drive straight forward in Atlanta, bitch. My God. I was like, I remember just driving on the highway. This bitch just gonna clip my shit and keep driving. I remember my previous car. I was like, I hate it here. That's the roads in Atlanta, bitch. I'm telling you, bitch. If it's too much traffic, bitch, you gonna have to wait for a good 2 hours to see my ass, bitch. We don't need no flying cars, ho. Oh my God, we don't need no flying cars. And you know what's fucked up with the city is that you could have flying cars and Atlanta will still be having to work on the road. How is it a flying car? How we in the air, but you still got to work on the air? You got to work on the road, bitch. They doing construction every 10 minutes, and that's why the rent be going up, bitch. Let me tell you something. I'm actually, you know what? I don't like the law, but maybe I like the boycott. It's unfortunate. The only thing that's fucked up is that the people who are depending on a paycheck. But other than that, bitch, take these companies out here, bitch. Maybe the rent will stay low. I mean, not stay low. I mean, not act like the shit is low, but bitch, you know what I mean? Like maybe the rent will just do this instead of do this, bitch. Take them hoes out of here. The flying car landing on your lawn, bitch. Remember when we was trying to do the goddamn live streams, bitch, and it was revving up that leaf blower outside my fucking window, bitch. Bitch, imagine falling cars down here, bitch. Take an Uber to the club, that shit drop down on the motherfucking building, bitch. Yeah, girl. Atlanta don't need shit else. And what Atlanta need is to finish up the construction she already doing, bitch. That's what she need to do. You fuck these flying cars. Matter of fact, I promise you, it's Atlanta. It's Atlanta. Like, take me to another city. We could fly around shit, bitch. I wouldn't want to do that shit in New York though. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. New York City, bitch. That shit would be like rockets falling down, bitch. I wouldn't want to do that. But it's just Atlanta. It's just Atlanta. We could go somewhere else and do it, but bitch, I'm telling you, there'll be times where I'm just like, oh yeah, bitch, I gotta get off the road. I gotta, cause you bitches, I literally will say to my car, like there's people in the car with me. I'll be like, yeah, cause these bitches don't know what the fuck they did. I'll be like, yeah, I gotta get off the road. There'll be times, yeah, I gotta hurry up and I gotta hurry up and get off the road. Bitch, I'm trying to get off, and and these hoes be mad as fuck too, bitch. When I first came to Atlanta, I didn't realize, because I was not used to driving in that environment. So I didn't realize that you have to really push these hoes out here. Obviously not physically push, but you have to, they'd be like, well, bitch, I'm coming anyway. These hoes really act like if they wait 0.5 seconds for you to get over in the lane, that they're going to be 30 minutes late to their job. Ma'am, I just put on my indicator. Sometimes you know which battles to fight because it's like, bitch, I need to get over. And other times you're like, bitch, oh yeah, you must be mad today. You must have, like my grandma say, you must have forgot some rice on the fucking stove or some shit. You mad today, bitch. I'm not getting hit. You got it, boo. Like, I'm not even pressed. I'm not one of those like cocky ass like drivers or anything like that. No, bitch, you want to pass me? Go ahead, bitch. Because knowing Atlanta, it will be a cop right around the motherfucking corner, bitch. And them hoes hide like they Invisible Woman from Fantastic Four. I'm like, ma'am, isn't the whole point of, protecting their service so we could see y'all ass in case we break down or some shit, or you know what I mean, in case I'm in danger, bitch. Them hoes hide like they are bats in a dark ass cave, bitch, and they wait for your dumb ass. So when I see these drivers like, oh, bitch, I'm so mad, revving the engine and shit, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, bitch. Because I do not, that's one thing, I have never, ever, 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 ever been pulled over in ATL, bitch, and I don't ever want it to happen, bitch. I don't ever, they be taking down speed limit signs. Let me tell you something, y'all see these digital speed limit signs, bitch, and sometimes they be blank. I'm like, okay, so, you know what I mean? Like, they be blank as fuck. I'm like, ma'am, so are we on the Autobahn? We don't have no goddamn speed limit in this hole? And then that would be the one time that the cop would come out and say, hey, girl, guess what? You was speeding. And bitch, they don't give up. They would not give a fuck what you talking about. Oh, the shit was blank. Bitch, they wouldn't give a fuck. Bitch, I'm telling you. As soon as I see them blank ass fucking digital ass speed limit sign, bitch, how the fuck you build a digital speed limit, bitch? That hoe is blank and fucking dead hoe. Bitch, you should be ashamed of yourself, bitch. Atlanta don't give no fuck, bitch. She would have your ass driving through potholes, bitch. And then want you to pay state tags. For what? For what? Yeah, girl. As soon as I see them digital hoes, I slow down so quick. Is the speed limit 50? Don't know. Seems like a safe speed to me, bitch. You hoes, I'm telling you, you hoes would not get me. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. I'm sorry. But yeah, sorry for that rant, but I do not. Yeah, y'all ain't seen. Y'all have to tell me. Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all seen these digital speed limit signs, bitch? You seen it, right? It be having a little. It be blinking. No, it don't be blinking, bitch. But if it's blinking, that shit is fucked up. But it usually shows a consistent, speed. Well, actually, it will depend on, because there's so much traffic in Atlanta. It will depend on what the traffic is doing. So if the traffic is really slow, it'll be like, oh girl, you need to go 50 miles an hour. But if it's like the normal speed, let's say 65, But yeah, them digital hoes. I did the digital dash on them hoes. That's it. That's it. But yeah. All right. I'm done talking about driving to Atlanta. Oh shit. Thank you to all the patrons who signed up. I'll always mention it. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the love. If you want to see, want to hear, be doing a podcast episode. And as usual, as always, the patrons are telling me what to talk about right now as we speak, so I can get the episode ready for tomorrow. Patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Love y'all so much. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's actually a lot, but I can't speak on it. But y'all are gonna be happy, and I don't want to say the exact time frame, but you're gonna have. It's a little wait. But you do it. All I'm saying, it's a little wait. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little wait, but y'all are about to be happy. That's what I'm gonna say. I love y'all. Follow me on Twitter, Adrian Expression. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the super chats. It's always fun talking to y'all. Literally raise my spirits all the time. And I hope I do the same for you. See y'all later. Bye.